Hi everyone. So today we're going to be delving a little bit deeper into politics. So we're going to be going over my opinions on nationalism as well as culture. So it's going to be a little bit of a controversial video because of that, as it's kind of a hot topic. It's a hot debate. Um, but yeah, let's go over it. So the other day my friend had sent me a video and it was outlining the differences between patriotism and nationalism, and it was a very biased video, kind of shitting all over nationalism, while you know lifting up patriotism. And my friend had explained to me, how patriotism is good because it allows for the pride of one's nation while not shoving that pride down others' throats, as he put it. While nationalism is kind of bad because it leads to like a superiority complex and disallows for the mixing of cultures. And while I think there is some truth to that, I think nationalism is a lot more nuanced than he puts it. Uh, so let's go over the definition of nationalism. Nationalism is an ideology that elevates one nation or nationality above all others, and that places primary emphasis on promotion of its culture and interests as opposed to those of other nations and nationalities. So the idea that a nation is above others, or that a culture is a superior or inferior to others, I know this is a controversial take, but I don't think that's wrong at all. I do believe that there are cultures that are superior to others, inferior to others, and I think there are countries that are better and worse than others. A quote I would like to provide is by Leo Strauss. He had said, "If all cultures are equal, then cannibalism is just a matter of culinary taste." So I'll leave it at that. And so my response to my friend was essentially this is what I said. I said, I think nationalism is the best way to go. It prioritizes cultural unity, which allows for the survival of both the nation as well as the culture that makes it. Once you mix too many cultures, the original culture is destroyed, and what made the country ends up being destroyed as well. It's the difference between nations like England and Switzerland. The UK is being destroyed by anti-nationalist rhetoric, allowing for the country to be overtaken by other cultures, and destroying the unity of the country. It's sad to say, but many cultures shouldn't mix due to the inherent truth that many cultures share conflicting values and beliefs. Western culture cannot survive or thrive with values that many other cultures bring, such as Islam, and vice versa. Which is why the most happy and safe countries are countries with the largest nationalist yet strictest immigration presences, places like Denmark, Switzerland, and Finland. These countries share a unifying culture that ends up driving them. So, nationalism, I believe part of the reason why nationalism is good is because it gives a nation identity, which humans seek identity to belong to, which ends up helping them belong with certain groups. Humans are a group-based people. They love being in groups and they love sticking to them. And an unfortunate truth is they do not like other groups. There's an in-group and then there's an out-group. So humans are group-based people, as I said. They are tribal and they act in the best interest of their own groups. This leading to the mixing of cultures can often lead to discourse, violence, and other problems. Now, this isn't to say that mixing cultures is always bad. I think if somebody can assimilate to a culture and they're from another culture, then that's perfectly fine. It's when essentially non-Western cultures are replaced, or when Western cultures are replaced by non-Western cultures, that I believe that there's a problem. And so in a nationalist country, culture is protected. So a nation's cultural heritage ends up becoming preserved, which preserves a nation's identity and allows for self-determination as well as social unity. So that's pretty much my little thoughts on nationalism and culture. It's just a short little video getting some of that out, as I was thinking about it today as I was talking to my friend about some of it, and I kind of just want to get a little bit of that out. If you want, I could go a bit more in depth in another video if anyone wants that. But this was just like a short little introductory video to my opinions on it. So yeah, thanks for watching.